Hey everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel here. And in today's video, I'm going to share with you on how you could get your first social media marketing agency client without having any social proof or case studies. Now, so before we begin, I'd like to share with you a story when I first started my social media marketing agency. So I currently work right now with life insurance agents, and we're currently at 15,000 or so per month. Now, when I first started my marketing agency, uh, it was for life insurance agents, and I didn't thoroughly understand what their problems were. So I conducted research on to understand what their problems were and see where I would be able to fill in the gap for them. So it's essentially, it starts off with first starting with creating a irresistible offer. So once you create an irresistible offer, pretty much your service sells itself to your target market. So it first starts off with picking a niche, right? So my niche is life insurance agents, right? Now, after picking that niche, you have to thoroughly understand their industry. So for life insurance agents, they currently get their clients through word of mouth, referrals, networking events, cold calling, buying leads. So this is essentially, the way they get their clients. Now, what the problem is in their industry is buying leads. So, say for buying leads, when they buy leads, those leads are pretty much sold across multiple times over with other life insurance agents. So, the problem is by the time they get to the lead has already been called by multiple agents before them, and that creates a problem because now they can't sell the service. Now, cold calling. Cold calling has this, it works. Cold calling does work. However, it has a very small percentage of success. So, for example, out of 100 calls, you may book like 5 appointments. However, it's very time consuming and not very much time efficient as far as other things you could be doing in your business. Now, referrals. Referrals are a good source of getting business. It is fundamental. However, it shouldn't be the main thing that you rely on to acquire business, because you may get referrals sometimes you may not. It's very inconsistent and not predictable. So that's another problem. Another problem is networking events. So networking events, everyone is there, pretty much competing for the same clients. Everyone is there. It's very time consuming as well. Now, creating the solution. So the way I created the solution was, my offer is 30 booked appointments with qualified prospects for life insurance agents. Now, so the way I conducted this, as I mentioned, I picked a niche. I thoroughly understand their industry. I understand what the problems are in that industry. Another problem is they prospect a lot. They're always prospecting. That's the majority of the time. Other times they would just prefer to have, just coming into meetings. So as I spoke more with people in my target market, I thoroughly understood. All right, so this is a common problem that I see here. They're saying that it's very time consuming. Lots of them are unable to spend time with their families, and others were saying they're working in their business like 6 to 7 days per week, and others are saying it's just unpredictable. Like, when is the next lead gonna come in? So my offer was Facebook ads, funnels, and so Facebook ads first. So first I would target find out who their target market is for life insurance. I would target on all areas where they're currently licensed in. So from here, they're taken onto a funnel where they have an option to learn more about their services. Then from there, they book an appointment, and then they fill out a survey to ensure they're a good fit for my client. Afterwards, they would have an option to book an appointment. So once that happens, my client receives a notification that they have an appointment. So that's pretty much how I compiled my offer: 30 booked appointments. So when I got my first client, he pretty much came in through because of the offer. The offer was so good that he just called me through what he had seen one of my ads. He had just called me and said, "Hey, I am pretty much sold on your offer. I like to get started with it. So we conducted a demo presentation. I shared what it is for him, so he could make more of an informed decision to ensure this is a really good fit for him. So we walked through it, and he was pretty much sold. He's paid on the spot, and that's how pretty much I got my first client. Now I'm gonna share with you other ways you could also get your first client. So I'll share those with you right now. Okay. So the first strategy you could use. I first recommend creating a irresistible offer, because of course you want to sell your services at a full price for when you're getting started at 1,000, 1,500, or 2,000 management fee, or whatever the fee you're charging for yourself. So I recommend first creating an irresistible offer and pretty much let the service sell itself. If the offers is so good, you thoroughly understand their industry so well. However, I'd like to share with you other strategies as well. So the first one is $500 off for their first month. Their first month. So the first one. So of course, occasionally you're going to speak with people who want to see case studies, social proof, or see something that you have worked with someone else and pretty much have proven yourself within their industry. So if that's the case, you can just be upfront with them saying, you're going to be my first client. However, since you are my first client, I'm going to ensure that you pretty much have everything that it is that you need in order for you to succeed, and you're going to get my full attention. So the first one is $500 off for the first month. Okay, so this is to try to get yourself a foot in the door and pretty much collect a testimonial and that a case study as well. Develop a case study that you were able to take this client from point A to point B. So that's the first strategy. The second one is 50% off for the first month. So 50% off for the first month. So if you're charging 1,000 per month, maybe the first month you could do 500. Or if you're charging 1,500, you could do 750 for the first month. So 50% off the first month. Okay. The third one is just $500 their first month. It's just $500 the first month. It's just $500 for the first month, okay? And then the next one would be, you could give them a free trial for 14 to 30 days. However, I still recommend that they cover ad spend. They, of course, have to cover ad spend. The ad spend is not going to come from you. So to cover their Facebook ads or YouTube ads or whatever you're doing for your client. However, I recommend that come from the client, not from you. So you're not going to charge them your management fee. But however, they still have to cover the ad spend. Okay, but it's going to be a free trial, 14 to 30 days, for them to fill out the service and see what results you're able to produce for them. However, since you're not charging them, you're going to exchange for a testimonial, three references, and for them to be your strategic partner. So since in exchange for since you're not charging them their management fee, you want a testimonial once they get those results. You want three references for them. And you also want them to be a strategic partner. So for example, once you're on another appointment with another person who is interested in your service, but pretty much wants to speak to a reference so they could make that buying decision with you, I would recommend a strategic partner. They to be your strategic partner, so they speak on your behalf and pretty much they'll be your guinea pig for your business. So these are the strategies that I recommend. However, the first one is creating an irresistible offer, and then $500 off the first month, then 50% off the first month, 500 for the first month, or a free trial. I recommend these in descending order. So this one, the first one is creating your offer, an irresistible offer first. That's not an option. Then here, just go straight down. I don't recommend using these strategies as a way for you not trying to improve your sales process, because that's actually for another video. I'll share with you how you could streamline your sales process, and pretty much the way to close consistent more deals is pretty much just getting better in sales. However, if you're having a hard time getting that first client, which I know is getting that first client, I recommend these strategies here. So if you have any questions, drop them here in the comment section here below. I'll respond to them personally, and also tell me what you think about this video. And also, if you like, you're able to share with me what would you like for me to cover on the next coming video. I release a video every single Monday, and I look forward to meeting you all soon. Take care.